This is ridiculous.
Inside Splash Chicago's premier aquarium podcast. Let's give it up for our hosts, Kyle, Glenn, and Branton Lightcap. This is the Inside Splash Chicago's premier aquarium podcast.
All right. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
It is a Saturday night. We are live
yeah.
today. I got my friend Mikhail here and my buddy Branton Lightcap. He's invisible right now.
Yeah.
He's about to do a magic trick, and he'll be popping up in a second here. I am
pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm feeling good, guys. We got some people rolling into the chat already.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. It looks like, let's do our checks to make sure we're actually sounding good, looking good. All right.
And Willow got she got like this resin pink fish from Tristan today. And she just got back from the grocery store with Mom, and she had dropped it and broke one of its fins off.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
So she's devastated.
Yeah.
Good news.
You think you're gonna be able to fix it with some super glue, maybe?
No, they couldn't find it in the store.
No.
So I got no fin to glue back on.
You got what?
I got no fin to glue back on.
No fin. Oh. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
What's going on, Zen? What's up, Jody?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, everybody? So today we have my buddy Mikhail here from Aquahaven Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Am I getting some? Is someone listening to our stream as well as playing it?
I don't know what that noise is.
Yeah. Can you guys hear a weird noise?
Is it like a buzzing?
Yeah, it was like a I have feedback.
Oh, I mean, I do have like a few air pumps down here, so that
No.
Like, okay.
I got that stuff running too. So
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, we're all used to that. It sounds like it's playing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you watching the stream maybe on YouTube at the same time as playing it, or is
me? No. I'm
No?
just on the what's it called, the live stream, just on my phone.
What's going on, Ed? Ed just popped in. I don't know. Can you guys hear it come in when I talk or no?
No.
I'm not doing anything different.
Yeah.
Huh. What is that? That's weird.
Someone may be using external speaker.
Say, if I had to guess, it'd be you, Kyle.
But I have my setup is I couldn't even get YouTube to open up the stream. On my phone.
Mine's streaming, but I don't have any sound on the computer.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I just have it at like going on my phone. I don't know if that's affecting it at all. I feel like it shouldn't be.
Mute everyone one by one, and it's got to be on me. But let's see. So I'll mute you. 1 second, guys. Mute you. Yeah. So I just muted everybody. It's got to be me. But what would be causing this to happen? Because never had this issue before, except when I've tried to use. Is it still doing it? Yeah, I think it was just a weird glitch because I had usually when I have my mic on from the beginning, I think it did something weird when I started my mic late. and since I'm muted, I think it reset everything. So I think we're going to be good now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we're all good. All right, sweet guys. A little bit of a rough start, but all right. Anyways, Kyle fucks it up as usual. That's what I'm doing. Okay, we're doing it live, guys. We're doing it live. All right, so this is my buddy Mikhail, like I was saying, from Aquahaven. He is a local fish breeder, shrimp breeder, and something a little special, an axolotl breeder. That's not something we get talk a lot about in the hobby, and especially not someone I've had on before. So we are going to learn a little bit about him today. And yeah, it's starting to do it again. I can freaking hear it again.
The little echo.
Yeah, I can hear it again.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I mean it is what it is. It might be my mic just doing dumb crap, but and I don't know. It's weird. It's weirding me out that I can't even get the stream to open up on my YouTube. But it's I mean you guys are all here, so it's fine. But it's something's.
Let's roll with it.
Yeah, it sounds fine on my phone now. I got it to open up now. I don't know. Whatever. All right, Jesus Christ. Too distracted. Anyways,
like being weird.
So we have an axolotl breeder today. We have been kind of going down the list of different types of breeders and people's different specialties. We were on a live bear kick for a little while. I brought my buddy Christian on 2 weeks ago, and we were talking about cichlids. And so, I was like, you know what? Why don't we get something a little bit different in, learn about axolotls. And then, what? I found out a little bit ago that Branton's actually looking into maybe axolotls as well. So we'll actually, we have useful information that's relevant to stuff we're looking to get into.
Nice.
And, yeah.
Awesome.
So
yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you call it? Just to start, I do have like a lot of background knowledge on the axolotls. Unfortunately, the whole axolotl breeding operation is at the other location with my partner. So hopefully, down the road, maybe we could get another live stream going at the other location.
All right, stream's over.
All right, everybody go home. No, sweet. Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool to be able to see it, but honestly, as long as you just want to, to talk about it and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. But I definitely get that.
So it's not here, but like the whole process, he like keeps in touch with me, so I pretty much know like what's happening throughout the whole thing. We've made a few videos on the whole entire breeding process, but yeah, it's not here. Here it's mainly just the shrimps and a lot more of the plants. Got a few of the live bears here.
Very nice. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a background knowledge on how I met Mikhail, which is I think actually kind of a neat full circle kind of thing, right? So we met. I think I had posted something on like Facebook or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You had found like the post, and this was what 2 years ago at this point. Maybe?
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Yeah,
this is when I was first starting Aquahaven, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So very cool. And you had reached out looking for some shrimp, and I had the green jades at the time. And yeah, dude, that is just driving me absolutely insane. Like I can hear it every time. That is like, yeah. I'm almost wondering if I should just try my regular mic.
Oh.
If I should just take this off.
So quick rundown.
Yeah.
Oh. Now I hear it.
Does this sound worse?
Oh, it's way worse.
Way worse?
Yeah. Because the first one I hardly heard. This one I hear it.
Yeah.
Dude, like, what is going on? I mean, the thing is I've dropped this laptop like 3 times recently, and so it might have a physical issue going on
That might be it.
because it's like I have this set up
Uh-huh.
exactly how I have it always set up, and I do this. I mean, every week, like, and so I'm worried that it might be like literally tweaking out.
Yeah. I just noticed my name still says wearing pants.
Yeah, I was I was gonna point
Wearing
that out.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live
Story
streams get
behind
wild.
that one.
Yeah. I am wearing pants.
He's lying.
No.
You would never say that if he wasn't. Or if he was.
Still there.
You would just assume that you were. Oh my god. All right, so back on try to get on the subject here, I guess. Because my ass keeps getting distracted here. But anyways, so we were you had reached out to on a Facebook post and everything, and wanted to get a hold of some of the green jade shrimp.
Yeah.
I hooked you up with those, and then, Jesus, man, I don't know. It was like a few years later, I like bumped into you at like a swap or whatever, and it was like, no shit, this is the guy that I sold those shrimp to, and
yeah, I remember walking past your table one time, and I did that double look, and I looked back another time, and I was like, hey, I feel like I know you.
Yeah, and so that it was just like a full circle kind of thing, and it felt really cool for me because that was like one of 2 years ago I was I was pretty well set up and with like selling and everything, but I was still in the very beginning of it, and every sale meant a lot, and then to see that what I sold to you, had kind of brought you to doing stuff too, and it was just like I was like, sweet man, like this is awesome. Like everybody, I don't know, I just like seeing people doing the hustle thing, man. You like
literally the fish community coming together,
dude. Right. And so so that was just like cool. And then that's what I've had a list of people that I've wanted to bring onto the show, and mainly only to bring a spotlight, especially because, like you said, you don't have like an online website and yet, but you're thinking about building one. So let's get your online presence kickstarted a little bit here, and and yeah, so that's pretty much that.
Yeah, my short background with Mikhail here started 20 minutes ago. So far so good.
Looked like a familiar face, but never met formally.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, it's nice to meet you formally now.
Yes.
For sure.
Awesome.
So yeah, Mikhail, I mean, how did all this start? What's
Well, I mean, my first fish tank I got when I think I was in 7th grade when I got my first ever fish tank. It was like a tiny 5-gallon, and then I just threw in a bunch of guppies in there. And me being 7th grader, it did not go too well. I didn't do the most research, didn't know about water changes, didn't know about conditioning water. So unfortunately, like, those guppies passed. And as time went on, we did a little bit more research, got more deeper into the hobby, and then got some more guppies. And then by I'd say my freshman, sophomore year, out of nowhere, I didn't anticipate this happening, but those guppies actually bred. And I just thought that was such a fascinating experience. Like had no idea that it could happen just by those fish being there, and it really just sparked something inside of me. But then eventually, I was in high school. I was doing 2 sports at the time. I felt like I didn't have the time for the hobby, so I got out of it. More towards the end of high school, I got another fish tank, a bigger one, 10-gallon, put a beta in there, and then, sparked up my interest with the hobby again. And then, from there, it's mainly just fish keeping, right? I've kept a few fish from there, some shrimp. I've kept guppies, like I said, some other live bears. And then at the time, towards the end of my high school year, I've always been like driven on wanting to start my own business. And I really just didn't know where to start. I knew I really enjoyed like animals, and I knew I wanted to work around animals. And then one day, out of the blue, I was just relaxing, and then I was trying to find some YouTube videos to watch, and then I came across it was a Business Insider video about a shrimp breeder in Japan, and then it's pretty much like an in-depth tour about his facility and how he's basically turned that hobby into like a $20,000 a year business, and that really intrigued me. So from there, I did like a lot of research about what I had to. I did a lot of research about basically like ins and out of the business, like breeding different like shrimps versus fish and all that, and seeing what worked best. And after doing all the
Mhm.
math, like on a business side, it seemed like a really good idea. And from there, I was working with Dylan, my partner. I was working with him and his dad at his dad's painting company, and I talked to them about the business. And his dad was really, really supportive about it, and actually told me that he's got like 6, 7 fish tanks, all like 30 gallons and up, just stocked away in the back of his house. I was like, that's awesome. So I talked to Dylan about it, and then he also thought it was a really good idea. And then from there, it just flourished into what it is today. So I'd say like it really started from watching that one video from that one shrimp breeder from Japan.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
that's how it happens, man. It can be
yeah.
something just like that. I
Uh,
have a similar story. Like
how'd you guys get into the hobby? At least like the whole like breeding side.
for me
Oh,
it was definitely aquarium co-op videos. Like
Hmm.
hook, line, and sinker. Him and Dean hanging out in a fish room, and just like the goofiness of them. I don't know. I can rewatch those videos over and over again, and those specifically, that really got me. And then I just started learning about the packaging and everything. Or
Hmm.
the fuck is that noise?
it's gotta be your mic,
Keeps
dude.
coming back.
Can
When
you
you
hear? Can you hear it?
Yeah, it's when you talk. It's gotta be your mic.
I don't
Man,
hear it too bad.
I
it
hear it
sounds
pretty
like
good. I got
it sounds like
headphones
a
in.
demon on my side.
Yeah,
Like,
it's making you like
yeah, dude. Like, it sounds like it's possessed. Hold on, I'm gonna try to switch the mic out. This is ridiculous.
But no, I got in the hobby just being young. My parents had a tank, and I, kind of like you, just obsessed with animals growing up, playing in the creek, the swamp, and whatever down the street from my house.
Kind of waking up right now.
We good?
Yeah,
Oh man,
you
what's
okay?
happening here?
Okay. But yeah, so just my love for animals. I actually didn't even find YouTube until I knew what
Hello?
YouTube was, but hello.
You're good. Uh,
But yeah, I didn't know any of this was kind of, I had no idea this community was here. So I was just always into the breeding.
Hello?
I mean, I just thought it was fun.
Jesus Christ, the internet's gonna kill us today, isn't it?
Well,
Oh,
he was having issues earlier too. So
yeah. So, while we wait for him to come back, I will reintroduce him. Vibes is wondering who he is. This is Mikhail. He is a local breeder from my area, basically in the like the Illinois northeastern corner area, Chicagoland area. I always feel ridiculous because like none of us are. I don't think you're from Chicago, right? Or are you from? Are you actually in Chicago? But because
Me?
I always say I'm Chicagoland keeper, but I'm in Joliet, so
I,
I
I,
feel
I'm,
bad.
I'm Plainfield.
Yeah, you're playing. Yeah, yeah. I thought you were right next to me. So you're literally. Oh shit! You are literally like like 2 minutes, maybe
Mm.
10 minutes from my place.
Yeah, I,
So
I remember when brainstorming the name, we just decided like, oh, we should put in Chicago in there. It's gonna sound nicer.
it gets the point across, right?
Oh, exactly.
Hey, do I sound better now?
you do.
Yeah.
I don't hear it anymore. So I don't know if it was just
You do
needed to
sound
be
better.
reset or one of my mics is fucking broken, and that would really suck because this is $150 freaking mic.
Jeez.
So I really, really, yeah. But hey,
And then
whatever.
then
I'm happy.
just real quick, vibes. If you were on time, you would have gotten all that earlier in the stream. So maybe you can work on that. But what I don't think we've gone through who's here yet. Kyle, can we do that?
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, we'll say hi to everybody. Now I can get a little bit more into the into a flow and not lose my train of thought because that audio was really distracting me.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
so
we're way better now.
yeah,
Oh,
sweet.
I got a glimpse of it.
What?
It came back for a second.
Oh, Jesus. It could be the internet, so we'll see. But anyways, all right. So we got Zen. We said hi. We got Jody P. We got Zone. Is that that's a new name or is that one of your friends?
This could be.
Zone is a new one. So welcome, Zone. We got Ed. What's up, Ed? How you doing? We got Stan Pittman's in the house. What's up? What's up? He actually said he's like he told me to grab my girlfriend for the audio issues, and I think that's hilarious because everyone knows that I am completely technologically inept, and she is my rock when it comes to that stuff. So we got Price Tag Joe in the house. What's up, man? What's up? You I don't think you come around here very often, so that's cool to see you, man. And Price Tag and Branton had a live stream together, and Branton has something coming up tomorrow morning as well, too. I think.
I do.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that closer to the end, so no one forget, or closer to the middle when there's a lot of people here, so we can get you a good shout out to get everyone aware of that. But that's going to be Patty's Aquatics tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But make sure we bring that up again. And then Jeffrey Miller, what's up? What's up? I don't think I skipped that over anybody. Oh man, Jeffrey Miller, vibes, what's up? Yeah, all right. Oh, Jeff Kane, of course. What's up, Jeff Kane? All right. So, so we were talking about
how it all started.
Yeah, how it all started. So yeah, so you said you got inspired by Business Insider.
Yeah.
So the other video that you had to have seen. Did you ever see the Vice News article about the guy that has all the fish tanks in his house?
I might have came across it, but
his name's Aqua Malik, and he's actually he's like one of the people that like are in the community of all the YouTubers that like are part of and everything.
No, I don't think I've seen that one. No,
dude, that's another video. If you're really into the business side of this stuff, you gotta check him out, man. Because he's
what was the name of it?
Aqua Malik. He's a guy that's gone to the extent of what at-home breeding in an apartment can do. Because
an apartment.
Dude, his first fish room, watch the video, was in an apartment, and he talks all about it, man. I mean,
that is crazy.
His apartment was in a fish room. Like, it was not, it was an apartment. Very cool.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, that was one of the things that got me hooked on the beginning breeding shit, too. So for sure.
That's dope.
So sweet. So you said you saw that. So that was what originally got you to step up your want to like do the entrepreneurship, and then you.
Yeah, essentially. And then just learning about the actual breeding process. I'm really bad with names, but there's this one YouTuber from Australia who's like really, really big on like making YouTube videos, at least on breeding different types of fish.
Keeping fish simple, probably.
Keeping fish simple. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I watched his videos all day, all night long, just to see what's like best for my situation. Because the hardest part about my situation is my whole fish room is in my mother's house. So I had to compromise with her on what I could actually keep in here versus what I can't. And, she's always been supportive of like the business, but obviously like, I can't put like 10 40-gallon fish tanks in her house. it would not go well with her. She said, "Wait till I get my own little space."
So
So just
you
20 gallons and below for
20
this
gallons below.
location. Hmm.
Dude, and I think those sizes are totally underrated, man. And
Exactly.
and like I'm not causing controversy here by saying this, but I do find that Aquarium Co-op, he's been going back and forth, and he was saying big tanks for the longest time. And what's he saying now, guys?
Small
I don't know.
tanks.
It's all small tanks. He's pushing the 10 gallons again, and I'm like, dude, my favorite size is a 20 long. A 20 long is like,
Mhm.
you know, it's a great plant grow out. Like, you know, it's
It depends on what you're doing, I guess. If you're doing like a
that too.
display, if it like a nice display tank or something,
You want
there's
something.
something to be said about a 75 or something, like, you know,
Yeah.
getting into those. But just for simple like species only breeding and stuff, I mean, there ain't no reason to have a big tank like that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Like for work tanks, I guess is the way I would describe it,
Yeah.
right? Like if you're trying to do some work with a tank and just like, you know, produce plants, like you said, or breed fish, like you were saying, the footprint and then like the height, easy to work on and everything. And you can't go wrong with that. Yeah.
Exactly.
The regular 20s though, those ones are a little deep. They're like, I mean, for the footprint, I feel like they're not. I don't know. I don't like the size of the regular 20 long, or the regular 20 gallon.
Like
But,
the 20-gallon high or 20
Yeah,
gallon
20 gallon high. I'm not as much of a fan. I had one, and I can't remember if that was I had an issue with one of the tanks. Every time I would reach in it, I would freaking overflow it. And I feel like that was one of the tanks that I was having issues with that.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. Mainly because you had to go so deep or whatever, right? But
What she said. It ain't about the size of the tank. It's how you use it.
It's how you use the tank. You gotta tank up, guys.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, that is a cool mug.
No, it's cool, but tell me what the hell this means.
Tank up. That's it. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Petco had this for sale for $2, and I
Really?
saw it.
That's from Petco.
The color is awesome, right? And then I'm like, oh, dope, you know, tank up. And then like the more I thought about it, I'm like,
What is tank up?
what the fuck does that mean?
It means like getting a tank, I think.
Yeah.
All right, tank up, like
Tank up. Tank up.
you tanked up, Branton. You got a bunch of tanks. You're tanked up.
I had a big tank.
Honestly, that's an amazing slogan. If anyone needs to take it, tank up.
Tank up, guys. Tank up. All right, so hey, so what was your first like big success breeding? Like, what was the first thing that got you hooked on breeding? You may have said this already, but let's backtrack since I'm less distracted now.
Well, I would say the biggest success that I think that I had was the first time I've successfully bred shrimp. And I guess this would tie into like my biggest failure. When I first started the hobby, I burned through so much money just trying to get the projects right. And then, the longevity of the projects, like raising the shrimp babies from baby all the way up to adult, I just couldn't get right. So the amount of money I actually burned just trying to get it right, and I didn't know the difference between, buying from local breeders versus buying from retail stores. So a lot
now,
of
what kind of shrimp are we talking about here?
just the regular Neocaridina. I think I started with Bloody Marys. I started with a batch of Blue Dreams, and I started with a batch of 24K Gold. And then those three, for the first 7 months, I did not find success. And it got to a point where it's like shrimp started dying off, and I just didn't understand what I was doing wrong, right? So it got to a point where, at some point I talked to my partner and told him how, like, I wanted to get out of the hobby. I don't think this is right for me. And then, after just doing some more due diligence, doing more research, actually talking to local people, local breeders, it became a lot easier. And once I saw like the first shrimp baby, like not baby size, but like more like juvenile size, right? That's what kind of sparked it for me, you know. That's I found my love again.
So, is
So
there
I guess
something?
like my first achievement was getting over that initial like the what you call the learning curve.
Is there a certain thing that you attribute to making the biggest change for your shrimp breeding? Like a practice maybe that you had changed or learned?
Just breaking up again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I couldn't kill Neos if I tried.
Hello.
I'm curious what was going wrong. Hello?
Okay, there. Okay,
So
I'm
what-
sorry. Say that again. It just
so-
broke up for a second.
So what did you find to be the issue with the shrimp then?
I think it was the different foods that I was feeding. A lot of the shrimp breeders around like really promote like the snowflake food just because you could feed like a lot of it without really polluting the tank. At first, I
Mhm.
was feeding a lot of these like I think I was using like pleco, like sinking pleco like wafers, and I was overfeeding, causing the tank parameters to just spike, and just not really like maintaining the tank. I didn't know I didn't really know too much about water parameter. I think that was my biggest thing, just jumping into it too fast. I did the thing without even knowing what I was really doing, and I think that's really what set it off. From what I think I was doing wrong, I think it's just way overfeeding the shrimp. I'd put in like for 10 shrimp, I'd put in like 3 of those pellets every other day. And it's like the shrimp can't even eat 3 of those pellets in a week. So it's stuff like that, And then on top of that, I'm still a college student. So on top of managing all this, I go back and forth to DeKalb to do my schooling.
For sure.
And then I think I just wasn't really putting enough time that I needed to put into the projects.
Yeah, and see, you not having enough time, shrimp would have been the perfect thing to do that as long as you were keeping them alive.
Why right now, like at least in my location, I'm really capitalizing on shrimps, on plants, because it's really, I could have someone at my house just put in food like every 2 to 3 days, and then I'm here 4 days out of the week, so it's not really an issue.
Yeah, yeah. I think that pointing out the overfeeding, man, of shrimp is like the most common thing that, because like Branton said, Neos are pretty. The only issues you have is if you have too stripped of water, like no minerals, and then they have issues with like molting or whatever, and then like I mean, besides for that though, Neos are fucking hardy, man. You throw them in a bucket, they'll take care of themselves.
Exactly.
Biofilm in there, right? Like,
oh, exactly. I think that's why I was so I think that's why I got so unmotivated once my projects wasn't going well, because it's like I was doing all the research online. It's like, oh, these are one of the easiest projects to do, and it's like, if this is easy mode, what does like medium or hard mode look like? So, no, in time, it was just a learning curve, is all.
So you're. That's interesting. Your greatest achievement came from one of your greatest failures in the beginning, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like that. So it's like that's a hump that a lot of people don't get over. Sometimes they hit that wall, and if they don't have the right people behind them, that's why I push a lot of like aquarium clubs, local breeders, and stuff. People that are really educated, because if you don't make those connections, when you get to that point like you were at, a lot of people just. And then all the stuff's on Facebook Marketplace for overpriced.
Exactly. It's when you see those bundles online or on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, wow, the filter looks almost brand new, and you're like, what happened here, man? Like, but yeah, and they're trying to get probably double what it's worth. They didn't.
Exactly. They're trying to make a profit from it.
Yeah, it's like the internet exists, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So I guess what keeps you in the hobby? So what's your staying power now? So you got to a point where you're like more comfortable.
Yeah.
You've like learned some projects. What's going to keep you around for the long haul?
Honestly, and I really just love the hobby. Like just love learning about the whole process. Right now I'm limited to just keeping shrimp and smaller fish like corridors, just because that's what I'm limited to. But I feel like as I get more space, as I learn about different species, like the whole breeding process, raising them up from fry all the way to adult, that stuff really like grabs my attention. And I think just expanding on our projects would just drive my interest at the end of the day. I think that's what's really keeping me staying in the hobby. Just like learning more about different things about it. I see I go to these fish swaps. There's some fish that they literally look like Pokemon. They look like they don't belong in a fish tank. They're literally like aliens. That's what a lot of people say about the axolotls, and that's actually like what I love about the hobby, is that like you don't really know what you're gonna find. I remember one time at Fins and Feathers, someone brought a baby tilapia, and in the Philippines, it's a common food there. So I was like, that's really interesting to see here. I was like, if I brought that home, I don't know how long he would last there.
Be cooking it up.
Exactly. fattening up the cow before they eat it.
Oh my god, dude, love it, love it, man. Tilapia though, dude, that's a
Yeah, I was
how do
really
you, how do you
surprised
even
when
do that? Can you even import those? Because that's like a food fish. I know there's rules
know.
about those.
I generally I should have talked to him a lot more. It just caught my eye. I took a picture of it, sent it to my parents, and then I just went on with my day.
Yeah,
I should have asked about it more. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, selling a
No,
tilapia.
yeah, I know people that keep tilapia. You can buy and sell them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's just not one of those common not a lot of
not
people.
really. They get big.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
They're more like the big monster fish tank keepers.
Okay,
If you go on predatory fins, they probably got a bunch of them up there.
that makes sense. Yeah, because I know like at least in the Philippines, a lot of people keep them in like giant fish farms. And like when
Yeah.
I visited my family's fish farm, like it was massive. Like just and seeing him in that little bag, oh man, couldn't imagine him in like a 60-gallon.
So then, where do you draw your influence from? What, I guess, besides that first video you watched that inspired you, who's kind of
Uh-huh.
like helped you along the way?
Like you said, what's helped me along the way?
Yeah, as far as influences go, I mean, who are some of the people you look up to and go to for help when you need it?
Well, really like within like motivation wise, it's always been my parents, my mom. I keep all my tanks in her house, and she's been very, very, very supportive about the whole thing. In times when I was ready to quit, she was really supportive on me just sticking through with it and seeing what would happen if I just stuck through with it. Support wise, I guess I should have talked about this more in my background. To learn a little bit more about the industry, I got a job at Gingerbread Tropical Fishing Coral. I don't know if you guys knew where that
Oh,
was.
cool, dude.
Yeah, before they closed down, I got a job there just to
Did
learn a
they
little bit more
close?
about fish. Yeah, they closed down like a year ago, I think, but I'm pretty sure they're operating in a new location. I could be wrong though. I'm not really too sure. I just like
I thought I saw them at
after like the
Acapella. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
they were
they
at
might still be
Acapella.
doing like I know they said something about moving to a different location, but after the whole like close, I don't really know like what's really happening with their operation. But support with my tanks, it's the coworkers that I had there. There's a few of the guys there, Luke and Ben. Shout out to those guys. Anytime I have an issue, they're my go-to guys. Like they've been in the hobby way longer than I have. So anytime like something looks funky, I find something in the tanks. Like I have a group chat with those two, and I call them like my fish experts. And that's all I say. I just say, hey, what's wrong? What do I do? And they've really been supportive throughout the whole thing. Like, tiny things like bacteria blooms where I started freaking out of nothing. They were able to like calm me down, let me know like the proper way to deal with things. One time I had planaria. That
Man.
was very helpful for them to like diagnose right away.
So I'm
rather than me
curious,
like searching through the internet.
how did they tell you to deal with it?
Planaria.
Yeah.
They
Do you
told me
remember?
it's pretty much just using no planaria. That's my
Oh, for sure.
go-to.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what they told me, and that's what I've been using ever since. And I found that to work the best for my shrimp.
that's what I've used. That stuff's really good. I like it.
Hmm.
I got my trusty
Mhm.
planaria trap.
How do those work? I've seen those, but I've never really seen I've never seen
Check.
heard of anyone talking about them.
Yeah, check this thing out. These things are pretty neat.
It's kind of
Yeah,
the same as
I've
a
been thinking
snail
about
trap.
buying one at some point.
You just bait it up. They swim in there. I don't think it's a complete eradication method. I think you can cut down on the numbers quite a bit, but I don't think you're ever going to trap
Hmm.
them all out of there.
This thing
Okay,
looks like
makes
it's
sense.
used for something else, but it's
Oh,
got a little
okay. So
it's got a little stopper here, and you basically you want to fill it up with water and then cap it, because I did it the one time and then I made a freaking mess. But
mhm.
yeah, you want to make sure you just fill it up with water, cap it, you fill it up with the whatever, and then I left it so that these were facing down towards the substrate, dude.
Yeah.
Overnight came in the next morning, dude, just filled with them,
Mm.
filled with the little
Well, so
planarias.
Brandon just said something about it's not really good for full extermination. Is that true? Do you find it not to work the best to completely
So
wipe it out?
I've all right. So my thing is with Hydra and planaria. I've heard this both, heard them with both things. Is
Yeah.
people go straight to chemicals for them and everything. Just
Mhm.
controlling protein in the tank is my big thing, especially with planaria. So I had an outbreak. In one of my 20 gallons. This is really fucking annoying because it's doing that audio thing again. But no. Anyways, if I had my 20 long, right, and
Mhm.
it just started having crazy planaria outbreak. It was overran with them. I used this, and then I just basically cut down my feeding a lot for
Okay.
I don't know, a week or something like that. It was just a lot less feeding, and then just never saw them again. So I don't know. I think
Okay.
stuff like that's kind of almost ever present. You just kind of
Mhm.
control it to the point where you see it. I don't know,
Yeah. Okay. Now I know what you mean.
but
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that no planaria wiped everything out. I mean, it was killing snails. It was killing everything.
Oh
Besides
yeah,
shrimp.
it works wonders if you have a pest snail outbreak at least. I
Yeah.
remember I made a video about that one time.
yeah.
Yeah. Some of the ramshorns lived through it, but all the bladder snails done.
Mm-hmm. Ramshorns live through everything though.
They're pretty hardy. I use them
Mhm.
to start a lot of tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So shit. Well, we have someone that just popped in that is Branton has something going on. This is actually what I was mentioning earlier, so I guess we could just talk about it. Patty's here.
Yeah,
Patty and Branton are gonna
he just dealt with planaria recently.
Ew.
see, everyone, it's I don't know, man. If it's an eyesore for you, it's an eyesore, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Oh, they're a big deal.
Because don't
I've
they end up
literally,
killing your shrimp?
yeah, I've literally seen them kill shrimp.
Mhm.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, actually, you know what? Chris Lukop has a picture on his Facebook
Yeah.
if you can find it. They and everyone thought it was Photoshop, but he swears it wasn't.
yeah.
Each planaria had the red, the yellow, the blue, and the green coloring from which types of shrimp they're eating. It was pretty cool.
Mhm.
But
That's actually pretty cool.
but yeah. So all right.
Yeah, I suppose they're not a problem to shrimp if you're dumping the food in there and they don't have to eat the shrimp. But if you find out you have them and then you're doing cutting back on the feeding or whatever, I think it's when they're hungry, when they're not eating enough, they will hunt down and kill whatever they can get their hands on.
Yeah.
I typically just do the no planaria just for safety.
Yeah.
I've heard reviews of it just completely wipes it out. So I was like, all right, might as well.
Yep. And actually, if you don't know,
Mhm.
Mikhail, they're the company that makes it. Who makes it?
It's made out of beetle nut, actually.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
company that makes no planaria, I forget, Genchem or something.
Yeah.
They're not making it anymore. So if you want it, buy it.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like Kyle said, whatever the root or nut extract that it is, I mean, it can be made again, but as far as no planaria goes, it won't be around.
yeah.
Oh,
It's beetle nut, and it's basically a skin irritant or whatever for uh things without fucking I don't know. There's a word. It's a biology word. I can't remember. It's something basic though. Like everyone would know the word, but it's just like not hitting me right now. Invertebrates. That's it.
Okay.
It bothers the irritant and burns them or something. But yeah, it's beetle nut, and then it's affected by light too. So when you dose it, I think right, you have to control your light.
Yeah, I don't run any light.
Yeah.
As far as turning on the lights, obviously it's gonna get some light. I don't cover it with a blanket, but yeah, I won't turn the lights on for the. I always dose 3 days. Why not?
Yeah, because it's the light actually like kills it or makes it inactive, and I don't know the science behind that. I just remember learning about that in one of the live streams, and I thought that was so interesting
Yeah.
that light can have an effect on that. Like what goes on there. I'd really like to learn that. But
I had no idea that was how it worked. That's very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it's light makes the no planaria ineffective at a point. I don't know the exact timing or whatever. Like, there's probably more nuance to that. So anybody that's watching that, do your research.
Well, it actually works pretty good too. Is like as far as a quarantine thing. So like if you're bringing in plants or something, so you put your plants in a tub and you can just overdose the shit out of it. And obviously, nothing in the plants you're trying to keep, but it'll kill whatever's on the plants.
Okay. Might
You know-
try that out.
So all right. So well, that's cool. Planaria, multiple ways to deal with it. Chemicals, traps. Fucking, we all hate it though. So.
It's always a pain.
Oh, the other thing that's cool about planaria that is really interesting is they are the most divisible creature, right? So you can take like any size planaria and you can divide it up into like multiple sections, and any piece will grow an entirely new planaria.
Oh,
They are actually
creepy.
immortal.
Really?
They're immortal. They do not die unless they are killed.
Oh, okay.
And
And
even
then
if
that thing
you
actually kills them.
Yeah, they have
no
to be killed. They literally just reproduce. You can use bisect them and stuff. They use them in like a bunch of science experiments and yeah, pretty interesting crap, but
Pretty cool.
not fun in our aquariums. Yeah. Actually, I think I have one right up in here. I just keep meaning to got to pull them out, but you got to be careful when you pull them out though, because if you do pull them out, and you pinch them, you'll create 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Yeah, 200. Yeah, there's a record. Patty's talking about it. There's a record. I thought it was actually 300 pieces, but yeah, they've been split.
270.
Yeah, 270
Oh my
some pieces.
goodness.
A single planaria, and every piece lives into a new one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. A miracle of science. Sorry, I try not to talk that much, but that I've always wanted to talk about those little things because I don't know if everyone knows that about them, and I just found it so interesting when I learned that. So anyway,
I hate them.
Yeah, no.
Same here.
Ban 'em.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
There's a lot of weird stuff that like people don't want that I would like love to see in my aquarium, like those slime molds. Like I want to see them. I want to see a slime mold. Like I've seen these videos of them, but how the fuck do I get one? I want to see one. Like my buddy got driftwood the other day. I mean, this is a while ago, but he had driftwood and it started growing mushrooms off the top. It's like,
yeah, I've had that.
Mushrooms.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude, super
How does
cool,
that
right?
happen?
It just has the spores. He wild
Yeah.
collects all his driftwood, and he even boils it and everything, and it's still, dude. Mushrooms they're another thing, just like planaria, man. They're freaking wild. They're some wild boys, wild boys. So, hey, do you have any projects that you currently got going on, or aspirations, or maybe something maybe you want to show off? Is there? I see a fish tank in the back.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something you
I'm
want
gonna have
to
to give like a little tour of like at least what I have at my location. This is gonna be a little awkward because I don't know if I could reverse the camera, so I might just
You
have to.
you can
Yeah, Branton actually was just messing
Go-
with that before.
hit the 3 dots, go to your settings, and then you'll see
Yeah.
the flip.
Settings.
And then also,
Okay.
and then
There
you
you
can
go.
go horizontal. Just I would go horizontal because it'll give us a better
Okay.
chance to be able to see everything there.
Oh shoot, that's wrong button. All right, camera, back camera.
Is-
Hold on.
Yeah, it should auto flip.
Oh, okay. So
There
there
we go.
All right,
All
so
right.
this one is pretty
On
much
solo,
like
so everyone can see.
yeah, this is more of the black rose tank. I like to keep the algae on the side just because, like, the problem I was having back then is overfeeding, and I feel like just by providing them with a little bit of algae, it gives them something to feed on. Um, so most of my projects are shrimp. This one would be black roses. These guys are hiding right now, but they're Aurora blue. I just got them the other day. If I could find one of them. Oh, there we won't go. Oh. So these ones are a Caridina. Something that I like doing just because I find it easier to clean the substrate is rather than having the whole floor be the fluval stratum to help keep the pH low for the Caridinas, I like to just put them in actual pots. I feel like it makes it look like a nicer aesthetic, and if anyone would like to take that idea, I think it looks really nice in a fish tank to just have a actual potted plant or a potted aquarium plant in the tank. The next one is
Yeah, I've actually got a lot of planted aquarium plants still in pots. I do it just for the convenience of being able to move them around.
yeah, exactly. And I genuinely just really like the way they look. This tank I got there's a slight reflection, but I got my Bloody Mary colony. Got a little bit of moss growing in there, some Java moss. And all of the shrimp tanks, I keep these Indian almond leaves, just so they have something to eat. This tank, I have this plant called Rotalia hera, which if anyone is interested in coming to the Fins and Feathers swap, I will be bringing a few trimmings. And then we have these marigold wag swordtails that we got the other day, actually, from the Greenwater Aquarius swap. And they're in there with these the dwarf flame guarmies. This was a pair that I got from a local breeder around here.
Nice.
And then at the bottom, they're in here temporarily just because I had to do some moving, but I have some peppermint longfin cories in here that we're trying to start up.
Okay.
And then in the next tank, pretty simple. We just have a few rhizomes of Java moss that we're just splitting up and then having them grow back. Really not ready to sell just because we don't like the way they look right now. And then these snow white sailfins, which I actually really love their deep white color. I think that's my biggest thing with the hobby. I just love vibrant colors.
Are those are mollies?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Beautiful. And
Yeah.
these three are just more shrimp tanks. We have the 24K golds in here, but their population isn't as big as the other tanks. And then we have orange sun-kissed. And then they're in
Okay.
there with a few mystery snails that we're trying to get projects of. And this one, we unfortunately have a bacteria bloom, but some of Kyle's green jades are actually in here. And then that's what I was talking about when I saw like the babies. That's when I got really excited about the whole project. But they are mixed with the first green jade colony we ever got. Kyle's in the first one we got. And then
So real
moving on to this
quick
side.
on the green jades,
Yeah.
how intensely are you culling that tank?
With this one, as of right now, I just put all of the shrimp. I I'm pretty sure I gave a good chunk of them to my one friend's tank.
Okay, because
So
I find
probably do that every. I probably should be doing them a lot more than I do it, but I probably do it every 3 months.
Oh wow. Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, let it. I'm sorry. What did you say?
I guess maybe you weren't understanding what I was asking. I guess how many culls are you getting from the green jades? Like as far as getting blues
Oh.
or oranges or wilds or kind of clear barred. I mean, my green jades, they look really nice. The ones I have, they're great. But I
Mhm.
have a lot of culls and I have to stay on it constantly. I mean, like look in the tank every day while I feed and pull out shrimp that I don't think should be in there.
When
Yeah.
when I had that line, it would breed out. If I had to give it a percentage, I would say like 70% good green ones and like 30% like I don't know, man. Like there wasn't a whole lot of like yellow or wild, but it was like Jesus Christ, just not the greatest green.
Now, did you have the
Yeah.
gold
More
backs
more
on
of
those?
like the clear on the clear side.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I've
So
been
it's like
finding.
70% real solid green, and then 30% just like they were green, but just not the greatest.
Now, do you have the racing stripes with the jades as well?
Uh, I
'Cause-
think some of them would, but I don't. I think the majority did not have a stripe on the back. But it was,
Okay.
dude, this was a long time ago, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
not.
Because I don't even have the colony anymore.
I'm just curious because mine are absolutely gorgeous, but as far as how many culls they throw, it's definitely the most out of any of the shrimp that I own.
Dude, I got them from a guy that is like I'm not gonna say he's famous, but around here, he's like the best shrimp breeder you can buy from. He does like Caradina, Neos. He like it was some dude in the freaking on Whacker, like downtown Chicago, dude. I had to like go. It was a dude. He literally lived in a freaking a high rise apartment, and I parked downstairs, and he came down. I think it was freaking. It was the funniest.
Wait, how many tanks does he have up there in the high rise?
Dude, I have no idea. His name's it's Henry or not Henry.
Say, did you have to meet him behind the dumpster or what?
No, dude, no, nice apartment. Like
okay.
like high rise, like nice apartment. But it was just downtown Chicago. It was so weird, man. Like it was just the most weird fish deal I've ever done. Like I try to avoid Chicago, even though I work out there, and going downtown for shrimp was just a bizarre thing.
I can't stand Chicago,
dude. Yeah,
I like going there for the Shed Aquarium, and that's it,
dude. I gotta plan a trip out there soon, man.
Well, let me know when you want to go, and maybe we can hook up.
Oh, dude, that'd be fun, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I typically try to avoid the city if anything. I have really bad luck up there with tickets. So.
Oh yeah, that'll do it, man. All the freaking cameras and shit. But hey, I see Black Venezuelan Corys.
Oh yeah, we got a good school in here of Black Venezuelan Corys, and then there's a lot of not a lot, but a school of Celestial Pearl Danios that we're looking to start a project on. We got them recently, but haven't successfully bred them yet. And mainly, this tank has been used to grow out Mirio filigre and broadleaf Ludwigia. I just really like these plants because the Ludwigias somewhat grow like a reddish color without needing like the CO2 that a lot of the other red plants need, which I find to be very, very nice. Just for beginners.
Damn internet. What are we gonna do? Well, hey Jeffrey. Got hey,
Henry popped in here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right, Henry. Yeah, Henry was who I wanted to say hi to.
Hey, he's back.
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up? But all right.
You cut in and out.
Yeah, dude, it's the fucking internet.
You
know, they charge us
this one was my first tank I've ever had.
Okay. That exact tank.
Yeah, and then this one was more of like an experiment. What happened? Yeah, this exact tank. So what happened was it's an acrylic tank, and I didn't know that it has a higher it's more prone to being scratched. So I used steel wool to
Yeah.
clean the tank. And as you can see, it's not dirty. That's just very blurry because it's all scratched. So
Well,
that's when I got out of the hobby. I was like, oh, I do not want this
If
in my room anymore.
if you ever decide you want to break that tank down, it's actually not that hard to buff those scratches out of there.
Really? Yeah. Really? What do you use?
So any kind of like automotive buffing compound. So you kind of use, it's called a Trizac system. So you step it,
Mm-hmm.
you start with like an 800 grit and step it down all the way back to like 5,000, and hit it with like a white foam pad, black foam pad. I guess if you wanted to, you could finish it off with the blue, but it'll come out looking like brand new.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that out because like as you can see, like the plants are growing really nice, but like social media wise, it's not the best shots to get. So I just completely avoid getting shots of this tank. But the plants have been growing beautiful, and then this has been more of an experiment. Rather than using the fluval stratum, I wanted to see how aquarium plants would grow if I just completely used regular potting soil. So that's what you see down here. And what I've found is like it grows phenomenally. But as of right now, I don't keep fish here just because I'm worried that something would happen to the fish because it's dirt. But I feel like I'm just second guessing myself because dirt is natural in the wild.
Yeah, dude. You can definitely get away with dirt. You gotta be careful what kind of dirt though, because you want to make sure you don't have like a slow release fertilizer, or then you'll have a tank that constantly has green water
and a bunch of rusty nails in it.
Yeah,
No, I got you.
Hey, dude, back in the day, they used to add iron nails to fish tanks in the substrate.
Yeah.
Really? Like
I wouldn't do it. No, I would not do that at all. That was before. It wasn't even kept shrimp then, too, though. Like shrimp weren't even in the hobby. So
this was a while back.
Yeah, this is forever ago. I don't know, and that could totally be rumors too, for all we know.
So real quick, where are you usually sourcing all this stuff from? Are you getting it from local hobbyists? Are you ordering it online or what?
Some of them I order online just because what I don't want to do is make it to a point where a lot of the vendors have the same things. So a lot of the things we try to get online through different sources, like what's one we used a lot? We used eBay quite a bit when we first started off.
Yeah, I like eBay.
Pretty much just looking for like good deals that we know that would sell well at like local swaps, And the biggest thing that like we wanted to emphasize, like me and Dylan, is like we don't want to promote heavy like competition because like how Kyle and I met, like it's a big community, We don't want this to be like big businesses like competing against each other. So a lot of the stuff we bought has been like either online, some through local fish swaps, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
These ones down here.
Kyle, you want to put them back on full screen?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, these ones are my sunset platies. This was like one of the first few projects that I had. Unfortunately, I don't have the breeders anymore. I gave those to a buddy of mine. So these are the last of basically the last project of them. And then we're looking to bring these guys to the swap tomorrow as well.
Okay.
And then this one is mainly just plants, guppy grass, Christmas moss. This whole setup I'm eventually going to change within the next 2 weeks, just so it's a lot more organized. And then I know my partner has a few tanks he's not using, so I'm going to add a lot more to my location. And that's pretty much it. This one is pretty much not used. It's just holding some Java moss right there. I'm planning on doing a technique that I saw online where you could basically just grow Java moss in a plastic container. So I want to see how that goes, kind of like just another experiment. And that's pretty much all the projects that I have at my location.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we're still a little newer into this. We're still learning a lot more.
How to
make it a lot more efficient.
Are you shipping it all, or are you just local swaps?
Can I put all the
just local swaps for right now?
Well,
I'll say that again.
All right. I just want to make sure we're good to go back to all
Yeah,
of us. Yeah,
I still
Okay.
got pants on.
Pants on.
Still got my pants on. Maybe. Could be off, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. We would never know. All right, sorry, man. Keep going.
That's awesome. Oh no, that's it. Pretty much just we're just looking to shift our system. We're still newer into the hobby. We still view ourselves as very, very new, you know. So within the next 2 weeks, I plan on putting all the fish tanks on the one rack, just making it a lot more neat. Like kind of like Kyle, like how your rack is behind you. Like how
This is
it's like,
pretty sweet.
yeah, that's kind of like the direction where I'm going. I like the tables, but I would rather have everything on like one, like, you know, one wall. I feel like it's more
Yeah,
ideal.
dude.
And I saw something about using I think it's called a linear air piston or something to like have an air system using like PVC. So that's definitely something I want to do.
With your situation, I'd be a little careful because that might be loud for you.
Really?
Yeah, if you're doing it in a living room or in your mom's house with a linear air
Okay.
piston, depending, it might be loud. I don't know.
This is the basement, so I don't know like
For
how
sure.
loud like it would be. Like, do you have one yourself?
No, I use Whisper Quiet air pump. Me and Branton were actually just talking about a similar situation because he's dealing with like the air, and we were just talking about, and I think we kind of came like linear air pumps are a little louder, right? Versus like
I would say so. I mean, overall, rather than just your regular plug-in pumps, it's gonna be a little bit louder. Usually, people hide them under a cabinet, soundproof it, like with a box or something. Hide it behind a wall. I think Dean's got his behind a wall for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I guess with you two with a little bit more skin in the game, if I were looking to like centralize like an air system, like what's the best air pump to use? Because I've been buying like
That's a good
pumps and
question.
trying to buy bigger pumps, but at some point, you know, it doesn't power all of my, like I want something that powers a good majority of the tanks or like half and half, you know? And I guess I could show you what pumps I'm running right now. Like this one I'm using right here, it powers 4 tanks perfectly. But when I went up to like, you know, when I tried going up to 5, it didn't really work out too well. I mean, it is built with 4 different outlets. And then I also have the Fluval pump. I forgot which one this was exactly. But this one powers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks, but 3 of them are smaller, like 5 gallons. So you know, I don't know, like what do you guys use? Like what brands do you guys use?
I just use what I have running right now is just whatever I got laying around. This was a low build. I try not to. I'm renting a house, so otherwise I would have an air loop. I'm not, you know. Eventually a linear pump would be nice, but yeah. So just whatever really. I mean, honestly, that 4-way one you got.
Yeah.
I think if that's quiet enough, I would just maybe get a couple more of those and run that.
Yeah.
I know if you go online, you can get like those metal looking ones that kind of look like an engine.
Yeah, I saw those, but
those are probably going to be a little bit louder, but they'll push a lot more air for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wanted to point this comment out. I thought they were quieter as long as they ran the correct number of tanks in a bleeder line if necessary, but I haven't set mine up. So she's talking about the linear air piston pumps. Now, my thing is I think when people talk about a linear air piston pump, I always hear them talk about like the co-op pump compared to other pumps, and they say that it's quieter. I think that's relative to linear, and I think that linear compared to like a Whisper Quiet or a regular plug-in, I think those are going to be quieter. I just can't imagine.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong.
A linear pump has to be louder. I mean, there's just
it's so much like more
10 times its size. There's just no way it's quieter.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, I guess, but I just logically thinking about it, it would have to be louder. I mean, I'm sure there's different levels of loudness for different linear pumps, but I think if you're comparing a linear pump to a regular pump you plug in the wall, that linear pump's going to be way louder.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's definitely good to hear now. like 2 weeks before I start the project.
But
just
like I said, I mean, people
paid me like what, 150?
Well, you know, I mean, if if you have the right number of tanks, I mean, it makes sense. You just have to, like I said, put it in a cabinet, build a box for it, kind of, soundproof it. And
Yeah, the way,
fine.
like, I wish I could pull my camera down to show you what I got going on here, but like right behind me, this cabinet, I have two Whisper Quiet 100-gallon pumps or air pumps, right? So in here, and then I ran each of those has 2 outlets, and then I ran 4 lines from this tank or from this cabinet up into this rack right here, right? So I have 4 lines coming from 2 Whisper Quiet 100-gallon pumps. Those pumps cost $10 a piece, or 15 maybe. I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tanks off those 2 pumps. So
Really?
yeah, I mean, like what with your system, with the way you have yours set up, I mean, if you just added one more pump, everyone, I think people get like, you want it all centralized, right? Like you just like want it to come from one. Until you have until you have your fish room, it's
it's not really the best idea. Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I
Just-
appreciate
That's
that.
that's kind of where I'm at. So once I have like once I get my own house and I'm not renting this house, I will definitely have a linear pump. But to set all that up just to take it down again eventually, I don't think I'm doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, because
that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah,
sweet.
I was real close to it too, man. I was that close, and then I was like, you know what? I think I'm thinking about this wrong. I'm like, multiple smaller pumps, and then if I got a replacement issue, dude, the pumps are so cheap. It's like, as long as they last me freaking 6 months, I'm fine with it. Like, the linear pumps do last longer, so I think that's one of the selling points for them.
Well,
right.
they push a lot more air too. I guess it depends
Yeah.
on how much air you're trying to push.
What is good flow for it? What does a pump working on a tank look for you versus someone else? Because some people are. I was cooler with less air running in my tanks for a while, and then I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I want more solid, consistent airflow. I don't want to be worrying. I don't know if you have an issue where do you have on off or like the
like the gauges or like the what's called
you know what I'm talking
yeah
yeah,
I know what
you
you're
know what I'm
talking
talking about. Do you do that so you have to balance all of them or whatever, and then you're
Yeah.
worried about
That's kind of like why I was thinking of switching to the linear air pump, but I think I'm just gonna take the approach of just buying more like multiple stronger pumps.
yeah. Save that bread, man, for real.
Exactly. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it. It just saved me a good chunk of money.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, and it wouldn't. I don't think you'd get as much. There's definitely other ways you could spend the money that would get you more.
A better return.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Zen's got another thing. She's saying that the info she's getting coming from people that stick it in a closet. I mean, I think anybody that's running a linear air piston pump is, tucking it away somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think.
No, 100%.
I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe they're out in the open, but I personally, my first thought would be to tuck it somewhere and try and hide the sound.
Yeah, I mean, is Ed here? He would be the one that would definitely have one of those kind of setups. I have a buddy. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's got a fish room out in I don't know. It's like an hour south of me, so I'm not going to say Southern Illinois, but it's just like an hour south of me. And he's got one of the Aquarium Co-op linear air piston pumps, and it's just sitting out in his fish room. But he's in a garage, so you can't even tell the noise. You know what I mean? Like it's just ever present because you're in a freaking garage and you're kind of outside. So I never really got the full experience of what it would be like in my apartment. I don't know.
Yeah, because I know I walk into Tristan's greenhouse, and as soon as you walk in there, it's just like fish room, yeah, with the hum and the bubbling, and I mean, I don't think there's, once you're to that point, there's really, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, there is a point where you get to where you're just like, you're not getting it quiet, like it's not gonna be, or quiet, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a relative quiet. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Wait.
Yeah, I remember this thing. I used to be able to keep this fish room damn near silent, and It's not that way anymore. I can't. I'm hearing water flowing.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind all the sounds. It honestly doesn't bother
Yeah,
me
it's
at all.
kind of soothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In
I
my
like
opinion.
it. I like
Yeah.
it.
No, it is.
I
It's
mean,
like the.
I don't like the air pump, rattling it, against something going. The whole, yeah. I don't like that, but
Oh man. Oh, I did the thing again. I keep leaving these comments up. But yeah. So Zone is asking, where's Blue Gilly?
Blue Gilly. Oh, I figured out. I'm pretty sure Zone's my cousin. Blue Gilly is one of our pet fish.
Ah.
Yeah, it's my mom's
okay,
fish
for sure.
actually.
Cool. For sure. Well, that's sweet.
That's funny. Yeah, I heard Blue Gilly and I was like, wait, that sounds familiar.
so I guess the question remains: where is Blue Gilly?
Yeah, where is Blue
he's
Gilly?
he's upstairs in my mom's tank. Unfortunately, it's my cousin's birthday, so they're all having a party upstairs. So I'm just letting them do their thing, and I'm sticking in the fish room for now.
Zone, we gotta disappoint you. Sorry, man. he said, "Show me." He said, "Show me."
That's funny.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So let's hear about some axolotls then.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Well, we got our axolotls actually from Aquashella. Aquashella is like the first event that Dylan and I went to when we were like, okay, there is some good money in the fish industry if you do it right. We were just looking around here like, oh my, like the Aquashella events are just massive, right? So we stopped by like towards the very end, and then this I forgot who it was, but I'm pretty sure it was like this lady. She had like a 60-gallon tank just stocked with axolotls. And out of the blue, my Dylan asked like if we could get like a good deal for the axolotls, and she gave us a really, really good deal for 9 of them. And from there, it was kept in his house because he had more space and he had a better setup for it. You probably heard that they need a lot more colder water. Not really heater. So his basement is unfinished. So it does get a lot colder down there without than it would in my basement, since my basement is finished. It's insulated. So we just thought it'd be a better idea if it's just kept there. For a year, it didn't really do much. He kind of just fed it. It made really good content. Other than that, they weren't really breeding. But then at some point, are any of you aware of like the axolotl breeding process or?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd love to hear about it.
Right. The first time it happened, it was in a tank when he had plastic plants, but they tend to lay their eggs on structure, right? And it looks like these tiny, like gelatinous balls just all bunched up together, stuck onto surfaces. Like in our situation, it was a plastic plant. So it just pretty much like just tiny, like gelatinous balls. I'm almost positive he moved it into a separate tank just so anything doesn't happen with the adult axolotls getting to the eggs. And then from there, it's hard to describe. Yeah, it's probably easier if I was there, but the balls are like a circle, and in the middle of the circle, there's like a tiny like black dot, right? It kind of looks like an eyeball. And as time goes on,
kind of like a frog egg then.
Yeah, exactly. And similar to the frog egg, as time goes on, that tiny dot slowly starts turning into like a body. And then eventually it turns into like these tiny, tiny, tiny baby axolotls. And at first, what he would do is, since they're very tiny, he would just stick with live baby brine shrimp. And as they grow older, we move them up to frozen bloodworms. And then for adults, we feed them actual like night crawlers that you would use for fishing. And then throughout the whole time of us keeping there, we never have the axolotls touch like those like pellet axolotl foods. It's always been It's always been live or frozen foods. And as they grow older, our strategy was pretty much creating like these individual sections with acrylic in the fish tank to break like a big fish tank into smaller portions, so we don't run the risk of the axolotls trying to eat each other. And that's pretty much the process of taking care of them.
And I know he's got like a whole setup that he uses to take care of the fry since it does a lot. They do lay eggs in large clutches. So I know he's got his own system where it's pretty much a bunch of like containers that like filters water throughout the day. But yeah, I know that's one thing that stops people from actually breeding them is the amount of fry you actually get.
Yeah, I have heard that they do produce quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what stopped him. That like he has them separated for right now, so we could like control the actual amount we have. But I'm pretty sure like that's what a lot of people were telling us. Like when we were going around talking about axolotl breeding, is people didn't want to go through the hassle of having to deal with all of the like babies and having to wait until they all sold. So, but we generally really like the process just because we think like the baby axolotls just look so adorable.
So I mean they freaking are. The
Mhm.
one thing that keeps me from it is,
Yeah.
I think the one thing that keeps a lot of people from owning them is like the fear of keeping them cool.
Hmm.
Is that something that you guys have to fight a lot in the breeding stuff, or do you guys keep the room cool? How do you guys deal with that? I don't
In
even know if you could keep the room cool
Yeah,
enough.
in terms
But
of like breeding, Dylan's location, like I said, his basement is unfinished, so naturally, like even in the summertime, like it's generally very cool down there. So he doesn't have to do much with like I know people talk about chillers. I know he doesn't even use chillers. All he does is keep it like his room temperature is like the perfect temperature for keeping them, which is like our plus, I guess. So I guess that is a big downside for a lot of people. But when people are interested in buying the axolotls, we tell them different things like, some simple advice like don't keep it by window. If the tank gets sunlight, that's, by the smallest degree, it's going to raise the temperature. So we always tell people like keep it in like a more like darker area, where it's not really going to get a lot of sunlight. We always recommend basements just because a lot of basements are naturally a lot colder than the middle or top floor. So
that makes sense.
yeah,
That does.
but it is a big thing. It is a big requirement that not a lot of people are aware of. So we try to like make sure people like we try to make sure people are like well known around that area. Like there has been some situations where people asked us like they really want the axolotl, and we straight up tell them at the fish shops like it literally won't work with your situation. Like you're going to have to wait until you get a new tank, until you set this all up before you could buy one because we're looking out for your best interest. We don't want you to throw it in a tank that we know it's going to die in. So
Yeah, that's got to be hard to say when you want that money. But
yeah, exactly.
You got to make those good sales to stay around, though, right?
Exactly.
People trust you a lot more, and in reputation is
Mhm.
literally everything in this business. I mean,
Exactly.
like if you don't have that to rely on,
Uh-huh.
you don't got it. I am trying to
Yeah.
work on something. I didn't want to distract right now, but damn Fish Fam isn't picking up the live stream, so I'm not able to do a giveaway. It won't pick up that we are live right now for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was trying to launch a giveaway for us here. So yeah, dude, like what the?
So how much are the axolotls going for?
For right now, like we only have juveniles, and right now, we increase the price based on like how much larger they get. Right now
Uh-huh.
they're juveniles, and right now we're selling our juveniles for, the bigger ones. I know we're selling them for 20. There's some that are like 2 to 3 inches smaller that we sell for 15.
Okay.
It's very hard to describe, like what their size actually, like their exact size without seeing in person, because it is a big range. You got some that are, say 4 inches, some that are 6 inches, some that are still little babies, like 3 inches. So we try to bring them when they're about 4 to 5 inches, and roughly going for 15 to 20 based on like if they're smaller or bigger.
Okay. And now what kinds are there different? I assume there's different morphs and stuff like that.
There's a bunch of different morphs. As of right now, we just have the regular leucistic, just
Okay.
because from the get-go we just got a really, really good deal on it.
Okay.
So we're looking to get the end goal is we want to get the mosaic ones. We think those ones look really, really cool. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've seen them. They have like the marble pattern going throughout their whole body. Those ones look really nice. I like those ones a lot. That's ones we're trying to get our hands on, but I know those ones are genuinely very expensive to get your hands on. So maybe down the road.
So are the do you guys do the glow in the dark ones, or are those covered under the same like laws? So
Yeah.
maybe we don't want to talk about that. I don't know.
So
But
those ones, I don't think there's any law against it. Those ones are just, I'm pretty sure it's called a GFP gene. It's a gene that actually allows the skin to like glow like that during like I think it's the black light, or it's either black light or glow in the dark, one of the two.
so are they the same thing as like the glowfish though? Is it like the same gene? Because I don't know anything about
Yeah,
that.
okay. So
Because
from
if it
my
is, then it-
understanding, the glowfish, those ones are genetically modified. I could be wrong, but that's what
Okay,
my friends were telling me.
So the
Those ones are
axolotls
genetically
are actually
modified.
naturally like that?
That I don't have the answer for. I
Oh.
don't know. That's actually a good question. Because yeah, I don't think they would in the nature just naturally glow. They have no reason to in nature.
Yeah, I doubt that. That
So-
that would
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very
So-
good point. I might have to look into that.
yeah. So I maybe we don't talk about if you probably you don't we'll just say you don't breed the glow in the dark.
Yeah, we don't have those ones.
Yeah.
I've seen them
Whatever-
online though, but if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want me to be honest, I've never really seen them in person yet. Like I've never really seen someone like selling them and being like, "Hey, they have the gene that has them glow in the dark." Like I've never seen that in person yet, so
And
maybe it might be a law thing. So who knows?
Jeffro's got a question if you want to pull it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
so-
Yeah. Do they always morph / lose their gills?
Is it when you say morph? Is that like kind of like the stage when they like randomly turn into salamander? Is that what you're trying to ask?
I think.
Say hello.
Hey, what's up, kiddo? I think that they. That's what he's
Okay.
asking. Yeah, that's
So from my understanding, there's definitely a lot of science that goes into it, but I don't really know how and how often it does it. But I've heard stories that like at random times your axolotl would just morph into a salamander. And it's very strange. Like there's a lot of people that I know that own axolotls, and I haven't heard anything from them. But I have heard stories about them morphing into the salamanders. But I know it's not common. Like it's like you have to say, do they always? I know it's not common for them to do that. But I generally don't have the science as to why they do it. So there might be a trigger for it. But I know it's not a common thing. Like we've had our axolotls for about 3 years already, and nothing with losing their gills has happened.
gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, I was reading the chat about the bioluminescence, and then like genetically modifying the DNA. That's pretty cool.
jellyfish DNA and given bioluminescence. But I've never. All right. So yeah. So I knew about the fish eggs being altered with jellyfish, and I didn't know. That's what I was wondering if, because like Glowfish has a like a literal like the ownership over the patent of making breeding glowfish, so you can't do it. It's otherwise it's illegal. So I was just wondering if like the axolotls are they made by Glowfish, like the company? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
If it's like
Yes.
the same thing.
I don't think they are. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that one I have no idea. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
Because I know there's also a big axolotl lab somewhere in the U.S. where they do a lot of like experiments revolving around axolotl properties, like how they could regenerate. And I feel like if like them being able to glow is natural, I feel like that is something they would study, or I have no idea.
Yeah, so Jody P says they are bioengineered to glow, but we don't. Yeah, like where does that all come from? I guess is that
Mhm.
is what we got to look into. But
Okay.
and axes only metamorphosize if they are in very specific circumstances, and most people have to try to make it happen.
Okay. So yeah, so I guess it's a trigger then, because I've personally never heard of anyone that I've known their axolotl turning into a salad or metamorphosizing, I guess is the term. Um,
And it sounds like some Pokemon stuff. You get them to evolve.
yeah, for real.
Maybe you have
My
to
friend
fight
from
like
Florida
three
actually,
slugs or
he
something.
said he said he's looking to get into the hobby, and then the first thing he's gonna get is an axolotl just because it reminds him of Pokemon.
And that's the stuff that keeps people coming in, man. Is stuff like that.
That's what
You
I'm
know,
saying.
got to make it interesting to keep the new people flowing in for the
And
hobby.
then that's genuinely like what I love about the fish swaps is like we always have like a big line of like the juvenile axolotls, and anytime like kids walk by, their eyes just light up whenever they see it. They just think it's the coolest thing ever. We let them like pick up the bags and all that, check it out.
So
You know.
so this is a similar kind of creature, but different. Have you done any of the aquatic newts, or have you seen those? Have you seen that guy?
Ooh, we have seen those. My partner has been telling me he wanted to look into it, so maybe next year we might have some new projects started up. So.
Dude, I was this close at that last Fins and Feathers, man. I'm telling
Oh
you.
yeah, I saw the one person. I think that's
Yeah,
where my partner was thinking about it. He saw that and he goes, "Yo, have you ever thought about newts?" And I was
dude,
like, "Newts."
the
Yeah,
garden. Oh, what's up?
go ahead.
The Garden of Eden had mentioned them on a live stream, and I was like, wait, there's a fully aquatic lizard? I'm like, axolotls are cool, but it's not. They have the shape of a lizard, but for some reason it doesn't just give me lizard vibes. Like they
Mhm.
don't. It's like. But dude, when I saw the aquatic newt, I was like, oh hell yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
They are pricey though. So that was the one thing
Uh-huh.
that I was like, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm gonna put them. It's gonna mess up some sort of project because I'm sure they're predators for sure. Like
Mm.
you know. But what were you saying,
Some
Brandon?
point.
I was saying that eventually I want to get some mud skippers.
That's
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know if they kind of they're more fish than they are reptile, but
I love them. I love the way they look. What's it called?
yeah,
If two of my buddies are on here, they actually like they hate the way the mud skippers look, and every time I bring it up, they just always bring it down. So if they're in here,
they're
show your love for the mud skipper, guys.
those
yeah.
freaking eyes that they got on top of their head, and they're just like they're goofy looking, man.
That's
But
what I'm saying. I love it.
yeah, dude, for sure, for sure. As far as unique creatures, they don't get brought up a lot either, man. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a yeah. Zen loved her mud skippers apparently, so that's cool.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
Go show
unique,
some more love for them.
unique style of tank you would have to have, and for me, dude, with my hard water, I would never be able to see them. The water
Mhm.
would just constantly, dude. The glass would be dirty. It would be constantly stained. Like I would love to have something like that though. I've been thinking about doing a terrarium, and I have the same thing every time I come to it. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna keep it clean. Like
Mhm.
anytime I missed it or whatever, it's gonna get. I don't know.
A lot of work involved with it.
Yeah, right.
So what swaps are you gonna be at coming up?
Right now, the only ones we've been attending are Adam's Fins and Feathers swaps. And
Mhm.
then when Dave hosts his Northern Illinois aquarium swap, we typically
Okay.
go to those. Towards
Have you-
next year, we're trying to get into a lot more. I know not Greenwater, Great GCCA.
Mhm.
That's the one in Northbrook.
Yeah.
That's the one we're considering looking into next. But
Okay.
our biggest problem when we first started the business was just jumping into it without really having a set plan. So for right now, we're doing like one swap at a time until we start growing up like our actual what we have to offer. And
Okay.
then from there, like I know like there's the Iowa one that like a lot of people from Fins and Feathers have been recommending to go to. But as of right now, we're trying not to go to like the big shows, just because we don't think we have that much to offer yet. So hopefully next year that we plan to change that.
Yeah, GCCA is a different it's a different ball game. I luckily the Chicago Live Bear Association let me vend there for free and watch the table, and I kind of like promoted the club and then was able to sell my stuff at the same time.
That's pretty cool.
It's a different breed of people out there. They're especially the early there's like an early pass. Dude, every person there came up,
I saw
they
that
saw
one.
my guppies, and they were like, "What is this food for my fish?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And it's because it's a cichlid club, and it's just like I'm not used to dealing with that. Like it was like every person that came up to me was like, "Where are the big fish?" And I'm like, I don't do big fish. But it
was all big fish there. Nobody was doing
no,
there's or nothing.
Like Tristan goes there and everything, and everyone has like the pistos and everything. It was just the early pass. It was like there's like the first hour you can pay extra money before anyone else can come in, and it was like every person for the first hour was like, "Where are the big fish?" And I'm like, "What do you?" And that's just that's more rare than feathers. No one really is looking for those. Everyone's looking for like medium to smaller fish. I don't know. It's just maybe it was coincidence, just something about that day or whatever. But it was like every person was like, "Where are the big fish?" Like, fuck man, fuck you. I don't have big fish. I got plants and guppies, man. Take what you got. You want some Fishroom Punk stickers? Buy them. But yeah, dude, so I was looking in the background, and for some reason on Fish Fam, our live stream is scheduled correctly on the calendar, but it doesn't show that we're live, and then it shows that if you go into my page, it says that it's scheduled on the website at 9:45 a.m.
That's weird.
So
a lot of technical issues happening recently.
Yeah, I don't know it's like all over the place. I don't know. I don't know if I did something wrong. I don't think so, because I mean I have it scheduled there, and I don't know if that's why it's not picking up the giveaway, because I was gonna try to give away a pack of Fishroom Punk cards.
Yeah. I told Zen to fix that shit, so we'll see what happens.
Man, Zen's trying to enjoy her weekend. she's like, I don't even get paid for this shit. What the hell?
Are you scheduling at least a few hours in advance?
I scheduled this like weeks ago. I mean, it's been up for like at least a week ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the calendar it says 7 to 8 for some reason, but I had scheduled it. But then, and the other part of it literally says that it's at 9:45. So I don't know what that. But either way, I should be able to get into the giveaway, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think you have to have a live stream scheduled for the giveaway. I was able to run a giveaway for my other live stream. The one that's scheduled for Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, are you trying to pull it up?
It
just won't let you.
It won't. It doesn't even show that we're live right now. Hey, it finally showed up right now.
That's because Zen fixed that shit.
Zen probably fixed it. if she could, because like I feel like if you can tell me what I did, what was wrong with it, because I added it. So what am I doing wrong? Because I don't want to consistently do this wrong. If what the fuck am I fucking up? It's on the calendar, like it's literally right here. So is that not the same thing? Because I don't whatever. But
I don't know how any of that works.
Yeah, I do need to like learn how that actually what I'm doing wrong there. But let's try this. It should work now. Maybe Zen will freaking yell at me and teach me the fucking ways of this damn. I can't tell why it didn't work, but I do kind of know how to fix it, so I did that. All right, for sure. So, yeah, see, so now Fish Fam is here, which is awesome. All right, sweet. So yeah, we have a giveaway. I'm gonna give away a cool thing here. So, got to do a little shameless self plug. I wasn't gonna show off the whole thing because I have a neat thing that I'm building out here. So this is my new stand for all my stickers.
Cool.
Right? I got cool little packages that I'm going to be heat sealing. They're going to be like legit like tear open Pokemon packs and shit. So you get like the actual feel of it all.
Nice.
So let's go in here and let's figure out if I what? Okay, so we did. I try often fail. All right, so we did hashtag axolotl. If you want to be entered in the giveaway, hashtag axolotl in there. We're going to be doing a full pack of the stickers here, which will be a Jesus Christ, dude, what is that freaking audio?
I don't know, man.
Like, dude, it was like going fine for the longest time, and then all of a sudden it's freaking doing it again. That is driving me absolutely insane. Like,
It's definitely something on your end.
No, it's gotta be. I don't know what the fuck it could be though.
Because like I don't hear the noise you're talking about.
Do you guys not hear it at all?
I hear it clear as day. It sounds like there's a fucking gremlin.
Yeah.
Repeating everything everybody else says.
Yeah, like it's literally like, dude, if you've ever seen the movie like I think it's White Noise, and like it's like demons,
Yeah,
and you fuck, oh dude, it gives me the same vibe. It's fucking creepy. Like it's my drag. Stan Pittman says it's my drag queen voice. Yeah, dude, I think that maybe I messed up the audio because I didn't have my mic when I came in, remember? And then I had to put my mic on, and I'm wondering if that messed something up because it has just been very annoying. But yeah. So, anyways, the reason I want to do this giveaway here is we had a shout out.
Hold on, Kyle. Put yourself on the full screen and let's check that thing out.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point.
See that? Because I haven't seen this yet either.
So this is just my display. So I have high hopes and aspirations and crazy dreams, right?
Nice.
I will not die without having a product in a store. Okay, so it's a bucket list. This is going to be my product in a store. I'm going to reach out to a couple local fish stores, and hopefully one of them wants to take me up on my offer. But anyway, so I'm building out the actual product line. This is going to be the stand. I have these displays. These are actually the first kind of half-assed run. I'm going to make a new set that's a little bit more pristine. But this right here. So this is the full set of all the stickers I have made so far right now. They're basically different fish keeper personalities. Mikhail, have you seen any of these yet?
No, this is the first. I was wondering what these were when you like these pictures. This
All
whole
right, for
time.
sure. So basically, this is a little project I've been working on.
Okay.
All these stickers represent fish keeper personalities. So we got like Pumped Polly's Predators, right? He's obsessed with piranhas. We got Channel Clout Charlie. You know, everyone knows those YouTubers that find all the invasive species in like the Florida channels and everything. So that guy, he's willing to do whatever he can to grow his YouTube channel. We got Pleco Picker Perry. He loves all the different plecos and stuff, right? So all these different stickers represent different fish keeper personalities.
Okay.
Zen Ginger just shared the store link there, so that is thank you very much. If you guys are looking to buy a pack of those, you can order them there, but you can have a chance to win for free. So this is the thing that I wanted to show off today. So we have a special sticker. Now this one is not going to make sense to a lot of people. This is definitely like an inside joke. If you've watched Skipper's Aquariums, he's got a little quote. It's fingers, right? That's kind of his thing, man. You have to kind of watch his live stream to know. But anyways, I'm working on a bunch of stickers that are focused on creators that a lot of people would know. Skipper was a local guy, and I wanted to start off with someone that, you know, like everyone in the community kind of knew. But the next one's going to be, you know, big creators. I don't know if I should say any of the names, but people you would definitely know, and you guys are going to like the designs that are coming up here. So wanted to just shout this one out here. This is our newest sticker. It's a shout out for Fangers. And yeah, so if you guys want to be entered in the giveaway, hashtag axolotl in the comments there. Probably a lot of people have been giving these because I've just been trying to give them out there. I want them to be plastered all over YouTube. And so if you get a giveaway, yeah, give me a shout out on your channel or whatever. So hashtag axolotl if you want to be entered. Looks like we only had like one person enter though. So I probably got everybody in here these stickers already. Because I do this a lot, but it's yeah, it's my thing. So we might not even have to run a freaking giveaway. I might have just done all that for nothing. But so Jody P is gonna win, and imagine that she's pink.
Zone's in there.
Zone.
Oh, hey, all right, Zone entered in there.
50-50 shot here.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so we'll do that, and yeah, just wanted to show this off. The freaking bags, I actually have a set of bags that I got, but they ended up being just too small. I was gonna put the whole package to show it off together, or to show it off to y'all, but yeah, is what it is. So, well, shit.
Oh, nice. Now we got a three-way race here.
Oh, we got another one. We got three. Oh, man. Oh, I almost refreshed the wrong page. That would have been.
Oh, let's go.
That would have been bad. Oh, man. All right. Oh, shit. We got three. We got three in the giveaway.
Hold on. You refresh that. You'll have four.
You already got a whole pack of them coming.
I'm not playing for me.
Oh, all right. Oh, you're playing for Mikhail. All right. For sure. All right. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know how to read, guys. That's why I YouTube, man. I can't read. Oh. All right. Sweet. Of course, it's fucking not gonna pick it up. Is Branton pink though? Hold on, I gotta get Fishman to pick him up. Oh yeah, no, he's light blue, light blue.
I've been riding that blue train lately. I like it.
Yeah, did what's his face? Did Matt fix it in the background? You're gonna be permanently blue now instead of pink.
I don't know.
Oh, Zone, you I was wondering. You know what? I should have done an easier word to spell because I thought that would be an issue. But we have a couple people that have misspelled axolotl. It is a hard one. AXOLOTL.
AXOLOTL.
Yeah, OTL. Yeah, and then you know what, guys? I've barely gotten to show this off yet, but I actually made a poster. I need to freaking show the Jorge because he was the one that actually gave me the inspiration for it. But there's a poster made for these stickers as well. It's right behind me, and it's actually on my laptop too. I wonder if I could. Hold on.
Don't you be trying anything crazy now.
Oh, it's getting wild, guys. This is getting wild.
You're having problems already.
Yeah, I know. My freaking electrical gremlin over here. What the fuck I got?
It sounds like you're talking into you remember the yak pack?
Yeah, yes, dude. Yes.
Yeah.
You would talk to it and it would just like fucking change your voice and talk back to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so check that out.
Oh, that's sick.
So this is the poster, and me and Branton were doing some brainstorming, right? And we have a grand idea for how this thing is going to expand into a bigger, more interesting thing. This is a shrunk down version, just because I was like, I had gloss paper, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to. Jesus, Stan Pittman. It's close, but it's not close enough. It's Jody P. Stan, it's axolotl. This is fun. See, that could have been the spelling contest. We should have just had like come up here, and then like everyone just like writes like how they think it's spelled, and see who gets it right. Spelling bee. Oh man, that should be Stephen P's next game on his live stream. The fish spelling bee.
see, I've always actually been pretty good at the spelling.
Yeah. See, if you're good with language like origin and stuff, like if you know that stuff, it can actually be not it's not horrible. Yeah.
I was the 8th grade spelling bee champ.
Oh
Really?
shit.
Yeah.
I had Tapioca take me out in 7th grade.
Did you?
That was kind of rough.
I love it. Fucking tapioca, man.
Yeah, I heard that and I was like, I mean, it's good, but I don't know how to spell it, to be honest.
Do you know how to spell it now? Let's hear
Oh
it.
yeah, 100%.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
TAP, tap I, tap EOCA, tapioca, tapioca. You know, he's gonna sound it out is all.
Oh my god, that's freaking great. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are fun, man. You guys are fun. Holy crap. Hey, Stan Pittman. Yeah. Very nice. Finally got it. All right, so we'll refresh here. It's always fun doing the Wheel of Death. So we got 4. All right, so we'll do the 4 for the giveaway there. Yeah, let's see. I need to freaking share my screen so I can do this. I hate present, share screen.
Yeah, I gotta start keeping my eye out for giveaway stuff.
To whatchamacallit?
Yeah, just like little things here and there, just to kind of give away on the stream. I like that.
See, I was thinking about getting one of these, but then I was like shipping it. I'm like, I don't know. It's pretty fragile. Like,
Oh, that'd be easy peasy.
you think so?
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe I'll go back and I'll get one. If you guys like this one, Tank Up. Were we talking about this on live, or was this behind the?
No, that was live.
This was live. All right, cool. Tank Up. Tell me what that means, guys. Like literally, what does it mean? What does Tank Up mean?
That means you're getting a tank. We already talked about it.
All right.
Means like you're tanking up. Like you ain't got no tanks. Tank up.
Thank
You
God.
got- All right. So set this up. Oh,
Branton Lightcap.
Yeah. I have yet to win anything on the wheel ever.
I won, but I didn't win. Someone won for me and gave me their winnings.
Yeah. I have
dude.
yet to win.
Oh shit, Taki mushrooms. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I freaking refreshed it.
Cow. Hey, what's up?
2-time winner.
Yeah. To add insult to injury, I still have not won anything on the wheel. Ever.
Tell me that's not the funniest shit, dude.
Messed up.
Oh, Jesus
want
Christ, dude, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Jesus.
Oh man. 3 times in a row?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh!
Branton
No 3 times in a
Hold
row.
on, hold on. You're gonna have to refresh it again, and
It's
we're gonna have
meant.
to see how many times.
It's meant to be.
It's messed up, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I couldn't win those stickers for you, but
I wonder if it's stuck. Like, I wonder if it has a way of going. Oh man! All right, Stan Pittman. Oh.
I do suck, Stan. Three times in a row.
Dude,
Jesus. 3 strikes, you're out.
okay, so hold on. Let me come back into the studio here. Okay, so Mikhail, who do you think it's gonna be? Jeffro or Jody P? Who do you think's gonna
My
win?
money's on Jody P.
Your
All
money's
in
on Jody P?
Oh
All right,
yeah.
Jody. Let's see if he's got the good luck here. All right. Oh Jesus Christ! Spin.
Oh, who's that? Jeffro.
Well, Jeffro got kicked off, so Jody P is
Oh,
actually
that's the
winning.
opposite way. So
Jody P, congrats.
Yeah, you're lucky we didn't refresh that a 4th time, Jody, or I'd have won.
For real. That was ridiculous. So you literally got kicked off first 3 times in a row. I think Matt freaking he put a code in there for you, man. The guy that runs that website, he's got it out for you.
That'd be messed up, man. Just never win.
Yeah, right. Oh lordy. All right, well, we are just hitting the 2-hour mark, which is awesome. Jody P, you are gonna need to email me. It's just outsideinaquatics@gmail.com. Can't remember if I've sent you stickers already. If I have, I already have your email. If not, outsideinaquatics@gmail.com. Email that. If we have any issues, just comment on one of the videos and I'll get a hold of you. But no worries. Just send an email there. And and I'll get that sent out to you. Super easy peasy. He's a damn lesson. Oh man. Kyle, would you like us to change your email to that on FFL? To be honest, either one, they both go to the same thing, so it really doesn't matter. The outside in one, I've just claimed as like, if I'm going to tell someone to get a hold of me, I just keep it all into there. But either way, it's if it's extra work, I don't want to put any extra work on anybody, so no worries then. But yeah, that's just if anyone ever has any questions about anything or needs to get a hold of me, that's an email you guys can use or whatever.
I find Facebook a lot easier.
Well, yeah, that is also the other thing too. If but some people don't have Facebook. Like that was I started defaulting to email because I think it was when I was trying to get a hold of it was someone didn't have Facebook, and I was like oh shit, I guess sometimes I don't know, but
like a lot of the younger generations.
You guys don't have Facebook, or
yeah, like the younger ones don't really use Facebook as often.
No shit, Facebook's falling off that hard, huh?
Exactly.
Damn. I remember when it was all we had.
No, we had MySpace.
Oh no, yeah. I was gonna say. Well, actually, I was going even further back. Fucking AOL or whatever, Instant Messenger.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Mikhail's like, I've heard about that.
I've heard of that one at AOL.com.
Knife in the heart, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. This fucking the dial up. Dude, oh my god. I don't know if you guys ever dealt with this, but I had a fucking microwave one time. I don't know if it was the phone or the microwave, but if the phone was plugged into the same outlet as the microwave, if the microwave was on, the phone wouldn't work. I don't know if that was like a common thing.
The worst was when you were like in the middle of something and then somebody called the landline and just kick you off the internet. Like,
Yeah, dude, just like stuff.
like fuck what you were doing.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then dude, my dad and his buddies used to set up like LAN parties to play multiple people together because you play like Half-Life and like all these like different computer games.
Yeah.
Could you imagine bringing over a freaking desktop computer that's like, dude, just I don't know,
Yeah.
fuck technology, man. Sorry, just went down a nostalgia rabbit hole there for a second. But all right, Mikhail. So you are going to be at Fins and Feathers tomorrow. If anyone's going to Fins and Feathers, freaking meet up with him. Make sure you go buy stuff. I think Lush and Salty is going to be out there. My buddy, he's not in chat today, but he normally is. If you see Stefan, tell him I said hi.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and convince Stefan to let me come over when I'm in Chicago.
Dude, when are you going to be out there next?
The 17th through the 19th.
The 17th. Oh, this
December.
Oh, December. That's right. I was like, hold on, shit. I didn't think it was that soon.
Yeah,
But
December.
dude, if you try to hang out with him, man, the three of us, because me and him have talked about that before, that would be fucking cool, dude. That's hard though, because the week's hard for me to get together.
Yeah, you'd be working. That's
yeah. It fucking is what it is. But all right, well, man, I really appreciate you coming and joining us today.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Actually,
I appreciate you inviting me out here. You know, I've never really been in a setting like this. This is a very cool space to just be in. You know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this was a good
I appreciate the
break-in for you
opportunity.
then.
I'm sorry.
And if I had set everything up correctly, it would have worked better. So I'm giving Fish Fam Link a bad name here, but that website is fucking killer. Like if you enjoyed this, like if you enjoyed being on live stream and hanging out with us, Fish Fam Link is it's a website that's got every fish tuber creator and you could ever imagine. You go there, you find out who's live streaming, you find out the videos, what they got going on, and instead of like relying on YouTube to feed you the information that you're waiting to find, Fish Family's got it for you, like on the ready. It's always ready for you.
Yeah, definitely. I have to give that a look.
Yeah. Check that out, man. And there's a lot of people that live stream like almost every day of the week. You'll be able to find somebody. If you're ever bored, man, fucking come hang out. Is Aquahaven the channel name that you'd be perusing the channel? So if we see a pop up, maybe we know who you are. So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, sweet.
they just popped your name. They just popped your name in the comments there, or your YouTube channel there. Aquahaven.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
So people
and then
there, and if we see you around, then they got a face for you. So they know who you are. All right.
And if you guys are
this
be
has
up
been like a
early-
really good opportunity, really.
Yeah, dude, no problem. And then let's let Branton give himself a shout out here because he's got something cool in the morning.
Yeah, if you guys are gonna be up early, if you want to catch Patty's live stream, he streams at 9 Central, Sunday mornings. I'm gonna be a guest on his live stream. I think just kind of brief origin story, which you guys have all heard before, but and then just kind of general chat and maybe show off some tanks and just kind of hang out.
Hell yeah, and Patty's a super chill dude.
Yeah.
And Branton and Patty are both from Wisconsin. So what on this with my live stream, I try to like connect everybody that's like in the Chicagoland area. I was kind of mentioning that earlier. So yeah, just another connection, man. So now if you ever end up at one of those more northern swaps, like Wisconsin has a swap or
yes, southern Wisconsin fish swap is a newer swap. It's been I think this is going into its second year. So it would be a good one to get into if you're looking to add another one.
Not too far,
sure.
too. Yeah, definitely a lot closer than the Quad City.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I know that one's far out there. All right, yeah, sweet. I'll definitely give it a look for sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
all right,
because That one wouldn't be any further than when we went to Mass, Kyle. I think it's actually closer. New Berlin is a lot closer than Milwaukee.
Yeah. No, that's true. Oh my god. All right. So let's take off here, and then we'll talk in the background here. And yeah, so catch y'all later, guys. I've enjoyed hanging out with all of you. All right.
All right, guys. Later.
Peace.
Oh my god.